There is something I have noticed in our societies. It looks like most successful women are women without husbands. Most successful women out there are women without any committed relationship. Why is it so? If you know the answer, tell me. It looks like most women that are married are not as successful as women without husbands. Most women without committed relationship are really making money. What is happening?
All right. Welcome to Blacknificent Media, and this is the 33 Men's Voice podcast with me, Kwabena Bibini Berima. So, a couple of weeks ago, during the Christmas, I saw this video by our own dear brother, my brother in the media fraternity, Nana Romeo, Willy of Class FM. I think Accra FM, not Class FM, it's Accra FM. Having this dilemma about why most successful, financially successful, and maybe highly educated, societal status women mostly seems to be single and find it difficult to have success in the area of marriage, dating, and relationship. And he ended his statement by saying that if you have an answer, help him. So I saved this video, and it has taken me a long time to come up with respond to this because I went on a break and I'm still in the on the break. That's why this video is not live either on TikTok or YouTube. I'm recording and then I will post later on. So Nana Romeo, thank you for bringing out this question. And I know it's not only you. I know a lot of people are wondering, especially women and some men are wondering, why are financially successful women unlucky on the dating market? I know this question bothers you, it bothers so many people. And today I'm going to do my best to attempt to answer this question. Number one, anytime you hear someone asking these questions, we ask these questions either because we know the answer and we are going to do a follow-up video to answer it. If that is the case, great. Sometimes we ask these questions simply because we are baffled. We don't know why it should happen that way. So it could be either of these reasons why Nana Romeo asked this question. And aside that, I am going to answer this question from the perspective of maybe the questioner doesn't know why. And I'm not going to give these answers just to our brother Nana Romeo. I'm giving this answer to the numerous thousands and millions of men and women, especially women out there, who had to struggle to make money, have education, and all of that. And at the end of the day, they seems not to be successful on the dating market. Number one, anytime we get shocked when we see so-called successful women, when I'm saying so-called because I'm talking in the area of relationship, so we are looking at success in the area of relationship. Anytime we become surprised, we are wondering why financially educated women are not successful in the dating market or marriage. It's either, or I wouldn't say either. Mostly we do believe that what a man can do, a woman can do. Most people who get surprised by that are people who believe in this feminist rhetoric that men and women are not different. We are the same. And what men can do, women can do, and do it better. Okay? So if men, when we make money, we get highly educated, we get societal recognitions, and we have fame, it opens doors for men on the dating market, on the relationship market, on the marriage market. Why is it not the same for women? Isn't it sad? Yes, it is. It look and sound sad that the same thing is not working for women. And there has been so many reasons attributed to that. That men are intimidated by successful women and all of that. I've done video on over here on Blacknificent Media on YouTube. You can go and watch it. But it's far from that. So the only person who will be shocked to find out that a woman went to school to get all the degrees, went to the job market, had a successful career, has made money, but when it comes to relationship, they are struggling. Anytime you are in that position where you are wondering, you are struggling to understand why women have to face that, it means that you are somebody who still believes that men and women are the same. And if one thing worked for men, it should automatically work for women. But let me shock you. Everyone watching me this time, including my brother Nana Romeo, success, especially financial success, educational success, societal status, opens door for men on the dating relationship market. And most of the time closes door for women, which is a bad situation, right? It's one of the double standards that goes against women. There are millions of double standards that goes in favor of women. Now, let's move forward. The reason why most women who are financially successful, educational successful, who have status, name, fame, are not successful on the dating or marriage or relationship market is that men and women do not want the same thing from each other. The things women want from men are totally different from what men want from women. And therefore, it has to take only a man who think that the same thing that men are looking from women are looking from the same thing from men. And that's why sometimes we get surprised when a woman has to work all from ground zero to 1,000, as Sarkodie will say. And then they get there, and the ultimate, which is to form a meaningful, sweet relationship, is eluding them. We are not the same. We don't seek the same thing from each other. But unfortunately, feminism told women that we need the same thing. Whatever a man demands from a woman must have it. But before I go into the bigger details, let me say this. Most modern women have become the men they want in certain areas of their life, which is preventing them to get the men they want. What did I say? Most modern women today have become the men they are looking for. And somebody will be like, yeah, what is wrong with a woman becoming the man she's looking for? Well, let me show you areas where you should become your counterpart. If you want a loving man, common sense will tell you that it should be a loving man, a woman. Okay? But even there, if you're a loving woman, then you need a man who also understands what she has to give you whilst you are giving her love. But that is actually a mishap, a faulty priority. Men rather loves, then women respect. But feminism is making most modern women to seek respect. Okay? To seek respect and expect love from men. They are turning everything upside down. The modern woman, I'm not saying men shouldn't respect. Men going to toil, work, and bringing home money to take care of a woman and a family is also a form of respect. But we do that mostly to show love. Okay, so most modern women today have listened to feminism and they work themselves up to become the men they are looking for. And only man who would take serious and find attractive a man who look like him, any man who find attractive a woman who look like him, sound like him, behave like him, have all the things he has, have not discovered himself yet. Okay? And before I go to the screen again, by the time most women become that successful in life, majority of them, they put on male characteristics, male qualities. Okay? And these male qualities make them unattractive. But even a lot of men find it difficult to put their finger to why they find these women unattractive. Most men also don't even see the woman as unattractive. They say the woman don't respect. No. Okay? But before I go deeper into all of these things, there's one thing which is natural and has been with human beings. It has been with us men and women in terms of relationship for millennia of years. But until recently, that the third wave of feminism took over, they said we should forget about it. If a woman has money, she can also take care of a man, love the man, and expect respect from the man, and everything will be okay. And you hear a lot of women running their mouth all over the world, in Ghana, everywhere. Oh, as for me, if I have my money and I get a man who will love me. So today, I will use Nana Romeo's own case, where he came out to say on, I think, what is the show? Revelation or something, with Oshari Kofi's wife, where Nana Romeo said his own friend, Prophet Najagezi, had an affair with his girlfriend, who had money, took care of him, bought him a car, rented a place for him. So that's an example of a successful woman. Okay? But with all that I've said, Nana Romeo and everyone watching me, there's something called hypergamy. Hypergamy. Okay? So hypergamy is, in terms of relationship, is where women for a long time, thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years, mostly and always want men who are better than themselves. Sorry. Okay? Hypergamy demands that women chooses men who are better than themselves in all areas of life. Okay? And today, a lot of women, successful, financially successful, educated women, until they go into the dating scene and meet the men they want, before some of them come vis-a-vis in reality with their interpretation of practicality of hypergamy. When they are young and they are growing up and they are chasing education, they are chasing money, even if you tell them hypergamy exists, they will trash it out. They will say, forget about that. All I want is money. When I get money, I can also take care of a man. Well, that sounds quite good. But reality doesn't care about your feelings. That's one thing I would want our dear women to know. And also some men. There are some men who have also believed and are still believing that, oh, once a woman has money and I don't have, and I can love her, she can take care of me, and once I'm loving her, she'll be okay. And a lot of men also, when they go into it, practicality, that's where they see that it doesn't work. And Nana Romeo, as our brother, is a typical example. I don't know if it is part of what he has experienced with a successful woman that is making him ask that question. And I like it that somebody who has lived in that hypergamous relationship and have seen the negative effect of it is now talking. And I think now we need to learn. Ask more questions like he's asking. That's why I've taken the pain to do this video. Okay, so hypergamy demands that majority of women, no matter how much they have, are looking for a man who is higher than them. So two things. One, when a woman becomes hypergamous, when a woman becomes successful, the more successful she becomes, the higher her hypergamous nature becomes. Meaning, the more successful she becomes, the more she is looking for a man who is higher than herself. That's hypergamy 101 for you. The more successful a woman becomes, the more she is looking for a man who is higher than herself, or at least equal to herself. And until they attain that success, and they now looking for men, when you tell them that it will be better you get the man you want earlier, before all the fame comes, before all the money fully developed, they won't mind you. They believe in that feminist ideas that, oh, once I have the bag, that is the money, the status, it will be easier for me to get a man. And some of us men also used to believe that oh, once I get the money, once I meet a woman who has her money, all I need is to love her. And most men learn this from Hollywood movies and Nigerian movies. So every day they are learning, how can I serve a successful woman? And you see some of these so-called successful women on radio, TV, repeating the same rhetorics that all she needs is a loving man. No. A man's love to a woman can only be complete when it is backed by works, provisioning, protection, physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally. Okay? So that is hypergamy for you. The higher the success of a woman, the more she demands a man who has gone beyond where she is. And that becomes difficult. Okay? Let me give you the other side of why, apart from hypergamy, most financially successful, most educational, academic successful women find it difficult to be lucky on the dating market. The things men want from women are not the same as the things women want from men on the dating market, in relationship in particular. The values a man expects from a woman is different from the values a woman expects from a man on the dating market or in a relationship. So let me quickly break it down. A woman is looking for a provider, financial provider, psychological provider, mental and emotional provider. A woman is looking for a protector. A protector. A woman is looking for a parent from a man. And a woman is looking for a leader. Majority of women want men who can lead them. But until they meet the men they want, they will say, oh no, they can also lead. So these are the things a woman is looking for from a man. And until a man has gone beyond listening to feminist ideologies, believing in feminist lies and propaganda, most men also think that the same thing that a woman is looking for from them is the same thing or the same measurement that will be measured with by the woman. No. A man also demands different things from a woman on the dating market. Men are looking for a woman that is beautiful, but beauty is measured by the beholder, as the saying goes. A man is looking for a woman that is fertile. Number one, another most important thing. A woman that can give him children. A man is looking for a woman who is, to an extent, pure, not run through by the whole community. And a woman that can respect, submit. This is a word that you don't mention in front of feminists. They will chew you like hyenas. But that's a fact. So, until a man drop his feminist ideologies, he mostly thinks that, oh, there's no difference between men and women. So because of this difference between men and women, when a woman wastes her time, most women waste their time to become successful in money, in education, to the highest level, they lose some of these things that men are looking from them. They lose their beauty, they lose their fertility, and most of them lose their purity. By the time they say they are ready for marriage, they've been having a lot of casual sex relationships, relationships with so many men in those so many years when they were building their money and their finance, educational, and whatever. So even if at that time you find them attractive, they can give birth. One of the needs of men may be off, because some of these women, sometimes they've been practicing short-term mating strategy or dating strategy. You, a man, a successful man, is looking for them in a long-term relationship. But for a long time, they have practiced short-term mating strategy. So any man that understands these things, when they get closer to this so-called successful woman, and they get to know most of their relationships have been short, but all of it involves sex, they know that why they cannot pair bond. Those are the women that when they come into a man's life, any little suggestion is termed controlling. Because all her life she's been taking decisions by her own self, and they find it difficult listening to another man's suggestion in the relationship that they find themselves. Okay? That aside, by the time most of these women get their degrees, beautiful thing, and once again, this thing I have to repeat 1,000 times. I'm not in any way saying it is bad for a woman to be educated. I'm not in any way saying it is bad for a woman to have her own money, or job, career. No, I'm not saying that. But I see, in life, you have to face reality. Sometimes you have to lose something to get something. But the modern day society, weaponized by feminism, is telling us that both men and women, that you can eat your cake and have it. You can have this one and have that one. No, it doesn't happen in so many areas, especially in the area of relationships. You do not get both most of the time. That's having all the success in education, in money, and also having a successful man marrying you. It doesn't happen most of the time. Can it be possible? Yes, but under a special condition. That is when that woman grew up in a home where they respect marriage and they understand marriage, where gender roles are respected. So there are quite a number of successful women with money who are also just lucky on the dating market. But those who are successful but struggling with relationship are more than those who are not struggling with relationships or marriages. So another thing, then I'll move on to some statistics, then we are done with this video. Maybe the reactions on TikTok and YouTube would demand that I do another part, maybe part 2. So for a lot of women to climb the corporate ladder, to be successful CEOs, MDs, and all of that, those things also change them, who they are. It changed their persona from the more feminine, soft woman to some hard, magachacha, iron lady. And you know what? Most of the time, one, poor guys who have not built their money find these women attractive. Another men who find these women attractive, masculine women. So in short, most women, by the time they go through all the degrees and the money and corporate ladder, they become masculine. They behave like men, talk like men, argue like men, do everything like men. And any man that has built himself, has his money, know who he is as a man, can't find such a woman attractive. But weak, beta, soft men, and most of the time poor men, find these women attractive. And this attraction only lasts for a short period of time. Because one thing, women are not long-term providers of men in a relationship. But for the first stage of the relationship, after you propose to her and she accepts you as a boyfriend and all of that, that period, a woman can give you anything in terms of provisioning by just a short period of time. When that period elapses, that woman, no matter how much she has, is expecting you to take over provisioning. And most men, because we believe that, oh, I don't have that much, but this woman has. And I've heard a lot of women saying that as a rich woman like me, all that is a loving man. They are lying. They are naive. They are ignorant, highly ignorant. They don't know what they are talking about. But some beta, weak, soft men, feminine men, believe them. And they go into relationship with them. And then when the first honeymoon phase fizzles out, where they are expecting you to be taking care of them, taking them out and all of that, and you can't, you make them question themselves. Am I not beautiful enough for somebody's son to take care of me? Because women, look at their anatomy. They are created to be taken care of. They are receivers. So the more they are giving, the natural order has been shortchanged. And they question themselves. They make them feel, am I not beautiful enough? Why am I not desired? Once they want you to take care of them and you are not being able to take care of them, they feel they are not desired. And every woman wants to be desired. So if you are not making her feel desired, then she can't desire you too. She can't respect you. And she cannot get wet for you. She can't be aroused by you. And when these three things happen, she loses interest in you. She loses desire in you. She can't get wet for you. The relationship has come to an end. That is where if she's in a relationship with you, sex stops. And you, the man, you start wondering. And then the day she goes out and find another man buying her a glass of water, just a glass of water, she'll find that man attractive. And by the time we realize, sex has happened. And sometimes we think they are demon possessed. They are not demon possessed. It is biological, it is evolutional, and it is scientific. Okay? So, in a nutshell, most women, no matter how successful they are looking for a man who has success at their level or above them. Most of them want it when the man is above them in terms of success, in terms of finances, in terms of height, in terms of wisdom, in terms of intelligence, everything. Most women are looking for that. But feminism will make most of them argue on radio and TV that no, I want a co-equal. Well, that's why most successful men are not successful on the dating market, because the moment you look for a man who is your co-equal, you find it difficult to respect, submit to that man. And when a one financially successful woman meets a poor, beta, weak, soft, feminine man, for a short period of time, that relationship goes well. Because the woman will be providing money, the man will be providing love. So it's like that. Instead of it being like this. You understand? But over time, the real man in the man wakes up, wanting to lead. Not just he wanting to lead, the woman will be looking for a leader. And the moment she can't find that leader in you, the relationship will collapse. And someone will say that, oh, but if the man's ego is not bruised, if he's not intimidated by the man, which is one nonsense. Most men are not intimidated. They are just worried, because it doesn't matter how much the woman has. She is looking for someone to take care of her. Period. She's looking for someone to take care of her. So it doesn't matter how much you love her, you cook, you the man, and all of that. She is looking for something else, and you don't have it. So that is why most men who could have married this woman, she has money, I have money, but some of them, by the time they get those money and all of that, respect, they can't even respect. Okay? They have become the man. And the only man who will go for a woman who is masculine, speak loud, everything she will turn into a debate, are weak men or a gay. Or for a gay will be attracted to another man. But as a heterosexual man will not be attracted to a gay or a woman who look like a man. Okay, now let's go onto the screen again. Okay, so this research was done by the University of British Columbia, and they were looking at they said women still tend to marry higher earning men. More women earn university degrees than men today, but a new University of British Columbia UBC study of heterosexual marriage trend shows that women still tend to choose husbands who have higher income than they do. Okay? Now, when compared with couples in which the wife had less education, the tendency for women to marry up in income was. So let's start with this one here, where both spouses had higher school education. In Ghana we say SHS. The marriage rate was 54%. The man has a higher senior high school education. The woman has senior high school education. The marriage rate for these women was 54%. Now, where both spouses had some college degree, the percentage of women marrying reduces to 31%. Where both spouses had college degree or above, the percentage of women marrying reduced further to 23%. Now, this is a shocking one. Okay? In marriages where women had more education, they were 93% more likely to marry men with higher income than themselves. So, Nana Romeo and everyone watching, that's the thing. In marriages where, let me see if I can zoom this more. Okay, nice one. Nice one. Nice one. The technology is technology in the studio. Okay, let me see if I zoom it another. It will not blur the thing. Okay, it looks good on the screen. Okay, so in marriages where women had more education, they were 93% more likely to marry men with higher income than themselves. In other words, 93% of women with higher education, when you read a full study, it says that 93% of women with multiple or 3 degrees are saying that they are single because they are not finding men who have incomes like themselves or above the women, above themselves. So I think we'll finish on this numbers. So majority of the women, Nana Romeo and anyone watching, are single today because today a lot of them are having degrees, and some men even have money than them. Some men even have money than these women, but because they don't have degree, they will not give them chance. So they are looking for a man with the same degrees or more than them, plus more money or the same money than like them. So most of the reasons why most successful women are not married is their own doing, majority of them. Some are natural, some are artificial. And maybe this is why I'm going to do part 2. Now, should we look at hypergamy as a wrong thing? That is, women choosing partners who have financial or social status standing like themselves or more than the women. Is it a bad thing? Should we blame women for that? No, it's not a bad thing. Because physically, men are stronger than women, and women are weaker physically. It is today that women don't need the physicality of most men to do certain jobs. Okay? To do certain jobs. But even that, most of the most paying job today, some of them are still demand physical strength. And the biology of a woman, her menses and childbirth and all of that, do not allow most of them to be able to do the things that men do when they are in works and all of that. So hypergamy is not a bad thing. No woman should be blamed for that. But there are certain things that are biological, evolutional, societal, and all of that. And before you go into the area of relationship, you need to understand all of these things. You need to understand hypergamy. As a woman, you need to understand, when am I most attractive to the men I want? And because of education and money, most women go past the stages, the ages around where they can attract the men they want. So most women today are single not because they are not men. They are single because the men that are available, they don't want them. They do not want the men that are available. And for so many good reasons. Plus hypergamy. And then, most of them too, the men that they are looking for are there. But the things the men are looking from them, apart from money, they do not. And any serious man don't care about a woman's money. Why? It doesn't matter how much he has. If the man doesn't make as much as the woman or above her long term, that relationship will collapse. So I will end it here by saying that this study shows that 93% of women with more degree, college or university degrees, are looking for men with higher income than themselves. So when you read the full report, it says that 92% of women with double or more degrees are saying that they are single because they are not finding men who have financial status like them or above them. So I'll do part 2 to explain more details about this. My name is Kwabena Bibini Berima. You can call me DJ Fuad. The channel is Blacknificent Media. Do well to subscribe. And also on TikTok is the Man's Voice Podcast. Thank you very much for watching.